everyone, it's Hannah. I'm going to do another crafty chats because, you know, you seem to like the last one. So I've decided to do it again, and I've got some yarn that's in a bit of a tangle, so I'm just going to sit and untangle it whilst having a chat to you before I start knitting again. Got a cup of tea on hand. It's in a Christmas mug because it's still before Christmas. Christmas jumper's on because Christmas. As you can tell, I'm getting a little bit excited about Christmas now. This yarn is very annoying. So, how are you all? I hope you're all well. I'm fine. I'm fine. You might have seen a few sad posts on Twitter and Instagram and the like, but it's been a bit of a sad end of 2015 for my family. A family member unexpectedly passed away, and it was a very close family member. And we had no warning, and it was just a bit of a shock, really. So it's been a bit of a sad time. But you know, Christmas is, you know, very soon. I don't know what day I'm posting this on. And but yeah, you know, it's the circle of life. It's one of those things. If you're gonna go, you may as well go quickly and without warning. It's really crappy for the people that are left behind, but for the person, it's the best way to go. So you've just got to kind of focus on the positives, which is difficult. But hey, it's one of those things. It's one of those things. So I'm knitting once again my hitchhiker scarf, which I haven't done much more of since the last time I spoke to you. This was meant to be a Christmas present for my sister, but let's be fair, that's not going to happen. So I'm just going to knit this anyway. So when I'm recording this video, it is exactly 2 weeks till Christmas. So I might get it done, but I doubt it. So I've still got quite a few videos to film, because Mario and I are going away after Christmas, as I said in my last crafty chats. Oh, come on, yeah. We're going away after Christmas. So I've got at least 4 videos to film, if not more, if I fancy posting 2 videos a week. My laptop is coming away with me though, so hopefully I can get some edited before and around Christmas. It's a bit stressful, but because all of this happened, I wasn't very on it with pre-recording because I thought I'd have an extra week and a half. Then I actually ended up having, because I went back to my parents' house for a week and a half, and it was originally to see said family member before he passed, but unfortunately he passed the Thursday before I got there on the Monday, which, you know, it's one of these really, really crappy things about living abroad, and just got to embrace it. Well, not embrace it, but it's just, I'm having a really great time out here. Still, Christmas markets are all up, as you will have seen in my Christmas market video that I did. Well, it wasn't really a Christmas market video. When my sister came to visit Germany for the first time, we went and looked around the Christmas markets, and it was ace. Glühwein is delicious, as you know, it is. German treats are delicious as they are. And I had a wedding last week. I bought a dress for said wedding online. I tried on said dress when I went to visit my parents, and it fits just about. It's kind of snug. But the thing is, I measured myself, and I'm only about half an inch too big for the size that I got, but I'm 1.5 inches too small for the size above, and I really wanted the dress. So I thought, you know what, I'll get it. And I thought, you know, I'll be able to slim into the dress. All I need is to lose half a stone. You can do that in 2 weeks with, you know, eating a lot of soup. But, you know, mince pies exist. If you don't know what mince pies are, if you're not in the UK, they are not meat-based. They are a delicious Christmas pie that are consumed at around, well, Christmas time, the doy. Short crust pastry or puff pastry, but you know, often short crust, and they're filled with a wonderfully Christmassy mixture called mincemeat, which deceptively has no meat in it. It's got raisins, it's got dried fruit, it's got the standard Christmas spice. It's usually got alcohol in it if you're my grandma. But so I love mince pies. I think they're absolutely delicious, but you can't get them here. And if you ask people if they know what a mince pie is, they think, you know, it's a mincemeat pie, which is not. Although it originally did have meat in, which I discovered on a cooking channel last week, which was an interesting discovery. They used to have tongue in them. My mum and I just kind of looked at each other and said, we'll stick with raisins, thanks. But yeah, apparently it gives a delightful succulence, but I'm alright to not have the succulence. Thank you. So in this country, when Father Christmas comes, you leave out a mince pie and a glass of milk. Well, when I was younger, I would leave out a mince pie, a glass of milk, and a carrot for the reindeer. Which I realise now is a bit cheap because, you know, there are 8 reindeer, so you should at least leave 8 carrots. And the reindeer would always just take a bite out of it and not actually eat the whole carrot. So they can't have been very full up on it. They've got quite a long way to go. But then if every house is leaving them, I don't know how FC manages to eat all those mince pies and still fit down a chimney. But then I suppose magic. That's why. So what are you all getting up to at Christmas if you celebrate it? If you don't celebrate it, what are you getting up to this holiday season? Super nosy me. Would love to know how you're doing. I hope you're doing okay. Many of you left comments on my last Crafty Chats saying that you enjoyed the Crafty Chats because you sometimes feel lonely yourself from various circumstances, be it that you're a stay-at-home mum with a young child, or that you're just, you know, unemployed, as I am, and it is difficult to make friends as a grown-up. So I'm going to make these Crafty Chats a monthly occurrence, I think, in the new year. I haven't decided when, but I think I'm going to make them a monthly occurrence just so we can have a catch-up, because I can't have too many of them, because I don't actually do that much day to day, so I don't want to run out of things to tell you. Although I do take after my mum a little bit in that I can just talk about nothing for quite a long time. Thanks, Mum. It's a useful trait to have. Well, it is when you're sat by yourself talking to a camera anyway. I can be a bit awkward in social situations with people I don't know. I either go overboard and talk like I'm currently talking now, which is a lot about nothing at all, or I sit in silence and can't think of anything to say. It usually depends on the age of the person. I have a video to edit for this Sunday coming, and it's currently Friday, and I think I'm going to be busy tomorrow, so I need to get on that at some point, especially as I'm going out for a Glühwein this evening. The video I will be editing is for the crochet Christmas tree garland, which I'm sure you've already seen. I think you would have already seen it. Oh, this tea is so good. In fact, you definitely would have seen it if I managed to get it edited. So, it's hoping I do. Fingers crossed. Why are ugly Christmas jumpers a thing? Can we just discuss this for a second? You don't see any other religion coming out with ugly seasonal jumpers or sweaters. You don't see them coming out with, unless they do, and I'm just in the UK they don't have them, or where I lived in the UK they don't have them. I really don't know. My hands are super dry. I need to hand cream them at some point. I realised in my last Crafty Chats video that I said I had a cup of tea and then didn't actually touch the tea through the whole video because I'd made it just before I started filming and it's obviously going to be too hot. So I made this one, filmed another video, which was a package opening from a lovely little lady called Hannah who made me a variety of things. I uploaded that on Sunday. So now you've had 2 videos of me chatting in a row. Sorry. Not much I can do about that, I'm afraid. Well, there is. I can time things better. But like I say, my schedule got interrupted. So you got me chatting twice in a row. So the Christmas markets are really lovely. When I went to England, or when I was in England, we went to Southampton shopping because I'm from the south of England. So we went to Southampton shopping for, you know, Christmas bits, and we got up and we got there ridiculously early. We were there by 9 o'clock and it takes an hour to get there. And like usually, well, today, I was still in bed at 11:45, so I'm not used to me early mornings. I'm not used to that at all. But we went and they had a German Christmas market, which actually was a German Christmas market. And it was so expensive. It was £4 for a mulled wine. £4! Here, €2, which is about £1.40. It was £4.50 for some currywurst, which is once again around €2 here, once again about £1.40. And it's just like, what you doing? It's also, if you go to Lidl in England, you can buy Glühwein there, a bottle of Glühwein, which is £4.99. Whereas here, you can get it for 99 cents, which is about 70 pence. I know why it's more expensive before you save. And it's more expensive because they have to import all the stuff and it's a novelty and blah, blah, blah. I know. And I know alcohol's more expensive because the tax in the UK on alcohol is much higher. But still, that's a significant difference. Ridiculous. Especially as we do love Christmas markets in England. I don't understand why everything is so expensive. What are some Christmas traditions that you have in your country? I'm really interested to know. Like, you know, seasonal food, beverages. That is my main interest, as you can see by my rotundness. Curves. We'll say curves. I'm really curious to know. But being a linguist, I always like to know different cultures and traditions and stuff. I put some chocolate pennies in my mum's slipper on December the 6th for Nikolaustag, which is St. Nicholas Day, for all of you who don't know, the 6th of December in Germany and probably some surrounding countries. Children put their shoes outside and St. Nicholas comes along and fills their shoes with sweets. So I just put some chocolate coins in mum's slipper because that's who I am. I'm going to bring that tradition to the UK. My children are going to get sweets on the 6th of December and all their friends are going to be jealous. I feel like I haven't actually spoken to you about anything in particular yet, and I've probably been filming for quite some time. So we're having Christmas in the south this year, due to the family event. I'm having Christmas in the south. But then we are going up to the north to see the Mario clan shortly after Christmas, and then Nottingham for New Year, so I can see all my Nottingham peeps that I haven't seen since I left in August, end of July, August, which is a very, very long time. I miss my bead shop babes, even though most of them don't work in the bead shop anymore. But yeah, in the new year, I'm going to force myself to attend some functions here. By functions, I mean like clubs and stuff. There is a Stitch and Bitch, or whatever they call it, here on a Monday, I believe, but it might not be. And I really want to go so I can make some more friends, which sounds really depressing, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean, because I think it's really important. Because, I don't know, I don't put effort in with people. If I make a friend and I see you every day, I will be the best damn friend ever. But if I don't see you every day, I will not put the effort in because I'm a terrible person. Life gets in the way. Life gets in the way. And I don't even have an excuse. Oh, shit, I dropped a stitch. Excuse my language. I very rarely chat. Well, it's not that I rarely chat to my friends in England, but it's that I still chat to them on occasion and we catch up. But considering I'm unemployed, I don't talk to them as much as I probably could. This concentration thing is not working. Come on, Hannah. Yeah! Yeah, I picked up that stitch. When I used to drop stitches in knitting, I used to just be like, Mum, I've dropped the stitch. I can't do that here. Because one, you can't take knitting needles on a plane in your hand luggage, and that's all I ever fly with, because who wants to pay an extra 18 quid to take a suitcase? Not me. And so I can't take knitting needles, which I don't think is very fair. Yes, they're sharp, pointy sticks, but I'm not going to stab anyone with them. But yeah, I always used to be the same in school. If I see you every day, I will be the greatest friend. And yes, Facebook has made it an awful lot easier to keep in touch with people. But if I don't see you every day, I'm not going to talk to you that much. But when I see you, it's going to be like old times and we're going to catch up and everything's going to be grand. So I need to put more effort in with making friends out here while I am here, because otherwise I'm just going to end up really lonely, and I don't want that. And I have like fluff under my nose, and it's so annoying. I've just spent a week and a half in a house with my at my parents' house with a cat, and I'm slightly allergic to cats and always forget to bring antihistamines with me, and for some reason thought I don't need to buy antihistamines. I'm only here for a week and a half. Who thinks like that? I have some here, so I'm taking them at Christmas, because bless her, when Poppy the cat sleeps on my lap, it's really nice, but I get such a tickly nose, and then I start to wheeze. But yeah, allergies are weird. I always used to think that I'd just get a cold when I went home, but because that's what it feels like. I feel like I'm getting a cold and a really tight chest when I'm around a cat, but that's an allergy. Oh well, I'm still getting cats when I'm older. I really want a munchkin cat because, you know, they are the cutest thing ever, and they've got really short stubby legs, and I think that is incredible. I need to learn to knit whilst not looking at my knitting. So when we have crafty chats, and I knit through them because that's the easiest thing for me to do during crafty chats, because I don't have to look at patterns. So I can actually look at the camera and into your face instead of at my knitting, which I'm sure isn't that entertaining for you. Next year, I'm going to learn to knit properly, I've decided. I'm going to have an amazing time learning to knit properly. My grandma's going to give me some of her knitting needles, because she can't see to knit anymore. She can knit like plain squares because she can feel if she's dropped a stitch or anything. If she's dropped a stitch, she just has to unpick it, because she can't see to pick it up anymore, which is super sad. She used to knit a lot, but she's going to give me loads of knitting needles, and so I really want to learn to knit fair row, which is, you know, this kind of style, because I think it looks super cool, and because Mary doesn't watch my videos, so I'm not going to say this, I'm going to try and knit him a Christmas jumper next year. Because he's asked for one forever, and I can't knit fair row, and I've told him I can't do it because I can't knit fair row. So if I secretly learn to knit fair row, I can knit him a Christmas jumper for next year. I got him the greatest Christmas jumper this year though, excuse me. So my boyfriend's a massive gamer, and so I got him this Christmas jumper. It's like the PlayStation controllers. It's not exactly the same as the one that he said that he wanted, but it's very similar. And I thought it was ace. So I got it, and I like it. And now I've got makeup on it. Sorry, Mario. So yeah, I'm going to see if I can knit him a fair row jumper for next year. And hope for the best. Although my mum said never knit a jumper for anyone you're in a relationship with, because then, you know, apparently it's bad luck or something. My mum has never ever knitted my dad a jumper, and they've been married for almost 30 years. So I'm going to say it's probably true. Mum, they got the secret to a long-lasting relationship. They got it down. Don't really think I have anything else to talk to you about. Hope you enjoyed this little natter, and that it wasn't too boring for you. I feel like I didn't really have anything overly interesting to say, but I still managed to talk for quite a long time. Story of my life, really. Yeah, hope that you liked this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a big old thumbs up. And please feel free to hit subscribe. Yeah, I will be having a new craft tutorial coming up on Sunday. And so be sure you stick around for that. If you do enjoy these crafty chats, let me know. I know you actually know, sod that. I know you like these crafty chats. So just, you know, let me know how your week is going. Or how your month is going. Let's have a bit of a discussion starting in the comments section. I'll try to respond to as many as I can. I'm usually quite good at responding to comments. I usually sit for about an hour and just sit and respond to loads. But yeah, let me know how your month is going, and if you're all okay, keep me updated on what's happening in your lives. We can have this as a bit of a monthly gathering, let's say. I will work out a schedule on when I'm going to upload it, when I start planning properly my videos, which I've been making videos for almost 2 years now, and I should probably be more on top of it than I actually am. Don't forget to check out the description box below for links to all of my social media. If you fancy following me on there or anything like that, that would be grand. It's another place for us to converse. Everything is grand. Thank you very much once again for watching, and I shall see you very soon in Sunday's video. Have a lovely Christmas, everyone. Bye. Hey everyone, it's Hannah, and today I have a bit of a different video for you. So, as you had a craft tutorial on Friday, and I still like to upload on a Sunday, I thought, let's try something new.